Alrighty. Hello everybody. I am your host, Biggie Smoke, and today we're doing stage 2 of the 2022 Dakar Rally in my rally adventure. So I think it's time to just get this going and let's send it. So max altitude, negative 128 meters, 63% sand, 30% soil, 7% dunes. So shouldn't be too bad of a stage, and I have a feeling we'll probably be in a good spot for this one. For the most part, the dune navigation on this stage, I have a feeling, is pretty easy, and it's basically just a straight sprint. A straight sprint all the way to Artawiyah. One control point that's right near the end of the stage. That little CP right there. And so that's definitely going to be a factor. I know fuel is definitely going to get... Hopefully, I'm probably going to have to play it a little bit slower just to make sure I don't run out of fuel. I don't think I will, for the most part, because you're given a lot of fuel. And yeah, I think we're just gonna send it and see what happens. I feel confident in the bike. I feel confident in myself and my skills. Hopefully, we'll see though. This is the other stage I've played, so I do know actually what to expect a little bit on this stage. Hopefully that doesn't become too much of an factor in this one, but that will remain to be seen when we actually get into it. Which AK is right about now. So I'm excited. Looking all snazzy in our suit, bruh. Alright, so this stage takes place a little bit later on than the other one, so it starts off a little bit nicer. So that should be pretty helpful. Safety checkpoint, you're going to try and go through these. And then we're going to be immediately leaving. We actually get a pretty early leave onto the dunes. Now there's not a lot of checkpoints in this one, so for the most part getting lost is a lot easier because it's mainly safety and medium checkpoints for the off-road section. It's not a lot of like getting onto just regular checkpoints, so should hopefully provide a slightly better environment for the most part, but we'll see. Whoa, what the fuck? Jesus. Oh, I got damage already. Alright, so we're gonna have to calm down for this second half. I was not expecting that. I landed very strangely. So that puts a slight damper in the stage. So we now move to 91. Oh, that's actually annoying, dude. I did not think I would get that much airtime, so now I'm going to have to be really careful as I go on through the stage. And hopefully damage won't become too much of a problem. Must have did something to the brakes. That's where it feels like really uncomfortable. Feels like the brakes are trying to buck me off. I forgot the tune actually, which might be some of the problem, but you know what? We fug it out. I ain't a loser. And we'll just go to here, and hopefully we'll hit the checkpoint, but I have a feeling I'm a little bit off bearing. Oh, I was actually almost perfectly on bearing. That's news to me. So actually we were almost on bearing, so that's actually not bad at all. Nothing to complain about there. Okay, yeah, brakes are fucked. Brakes are screwed. That is the problem. So I'm gonna have to be very light on them. I think it's my rear brake too, in fact. You can tell because I would not be sliding out like that if it was my front brake. And now we're gonna be hitting the passage control zone, so I'm gonna have to hopefully manage the speed fine. I don't know what I'm doing, bruh. Let's turn right here. Alright, so now we're gonna go down this way. Catching up to bumps. Those might become a problem, hopefully not. But we'll see. Got checkpoint, road crossing. Oh yeah, there's some bad damage. My suspension should not be moving like that. I just kind of hope we can nurse it for the most part. If I can nurse it, that would be alright. Because yeah, like when I get off throttle, like my bike immediately like goes hard off course. And like turning is brutal now. Get ready for the 70. .106. Now we're just gonna try and follow these dunes. Yeah, damage is royally bad. Like ridiculously bad. I'm kind of angry and I could restart, but you know what? I'm gonna stick to my word. Just sucks because I actually have done this stage before. Okay, no, I have. I'm doing a restart. The suspension is actually unused. Yeah, the rear suspension was broken completely. I'm just gonna do a restart at this point. We're barely into the rally. Now, if I was over halfway, then I wouldn't have considered the restart, but we're not, so we're gonna start from here. I'm keeping that in the video though, because I like to show my mistakes. It's important to show the mistakes at times. But I'm only giving myself one restart. If it happens again, I'm just rocking with it. No ifs or buts, I'm rocking with it. If it happens. So. $73, I'm gonna go a little bit before that because I already know where I need to be. Do that. Now, watch. Jump. There we go. It's a hard route in general. The beginning is actually pretty hard because like the dunes are very, very, very steep. The second part is not nearly half as bad as the first part. The first part is a mess. Second part, not so bad. So I'm more just trying to maximize what I can do in the first part, so that the second part won't kill me as much. Turn to 131. Now we're just gonna follow this route. Be meeting up with that road over there. Yeah, you see how much more drivable the bike is? I would have been screwed. There was no way I was going to get any competitive time. Which, I mean, is part of the fun of the Dakar Rally, but if something like that happens in, like, I'd say the first 100 kilometers, then I'm going to allow myself a restart. Now, if that was to happen after, like, 100 kilometers, I'm not restarting. Like, yeah, I just have to take it on the chin and just accept that it happened and it is what it is. I feel like that's fair for everybody, because I'm not an expert at this game, so I'm not really expecting to, I'm not an expert at this game, so I don't, like I'm okay at it. I'm not bad. Like, the navigation part I'm actually good at, but, like, in terms of actually maintaining, keeping the bike in one piece, not so good at. So I feel like y'all can give me one restart, right? I feel like everyone can give me one restart, right? I feel like that's nice. I feel like that's a polite thing to do. One restart if I get an incident, if I have like a bad damage or an incident within the first 100 kilometers. If it happens later in the stage, then it is what it is. I just deal with it. No point, no sense crying over spilt milk. Milk and just accept it. I'm not going for first, but if I can at least do decent in the stage and something happens in the first, like, half, like, not even the first half, like, the first, like, not even 25%, I feel like y'all can slide me a little redo. Whoa! Didn't like that. That was uncomfortable. Let's try and keep the bearing where I need to be. Or I should call it cap, that's what we call it. That's what the car calls it, it's just the compass bearing. That's all it stands for. Whoa, okay. 109. Go a little bit out like that, and then to 109. Back to 109. Then we're going to have a 98 section where we're going to turn to 98. When we turn to 98, there will be camber, so we got to watch out for that. Now we'll be turning to 98 here. And now we got to get ready to get towards the road. Turn on. Oh, I love that waypoint validated sound. It's so satisfying. It sounds like progress. And this sounds like bottoming out my suspension. I should have raised my suspension. I should have tuned. I don't know why. I even did the restart. I could have tuned. But I chose not to. I'm just that much of a... I'm just that much of a guy, you know? I'm just that guy. I just fuck it out. I'm also just an idiot, but that's besides the point. $69. Nice. All right. Turn to 69 here. Watch. I'm just gonna let the mountain do the. I'm just gonna let the dune do the work. Most of the work. I don't really have to press the throttle a lot. One, why waste fuel when I kind of coast it a little bit? And two, why risk big jumps like that? Like I just did there. Yeah, the dunes in the first part of the stage, brutal. They will mess you up. The second part is not so bad, but the first part is genuinely some of the most annoying riding of all time. Like the second part, to be fair, it's because most of the dunes happen in the first part. Like once you pass the first part of dunes, where it's very dune heavy, it calms down. The stage calms down quite a bit. And it becomes a more trail and a trail-focused stage. I found that out from my tests. I don't mind taking a little bit of airtime because it looks cool, but like big airtime, I'm screwed. If you get like a massive jump, you could be done because you can very easily destroy your bike. 246. Dune, double caution, so I have to look for that double caution. I think it's right about there. 261. Doesn't seem to be any like cautions that I have to look out for, which is good news for the most part. 296. Yeah, for the most part, it's just telling me just be on sides of dunes and just be in the right spot at the right time. That's basically all the road book's telling me. It's very simple. 266. Uh, 222. Now we're going to be going on to road, which sounds good to me. Safety checkpoint, meaning shit is about to get real. Whoop. I'm taking my time over these. I'm not trying to destroy the bike suspension. Kind of get away with cutting traces a little bit. Just keep following the traces. We'll be crossing a road, so speed limit zone 90. Then we'll be bound to leave traces soon. Traces can be fun, but the most annoying traces, like I have seen these a bit in some stages, is they'll have like crossovers, and then you have to try and find the right trail, and sometimes they do not match up directly with the road book. So you kind of just like choose your own path and hope you don't get lost type stuff. So it can be a pain sometimes, but that's Dakar Rally for you. Takes a certain breed of people to do this IRL, so. $119. Now we're just trying to cruise through the stage. $127. $145. $108. Then to 114, there'll be caution, triple caution on right side near dune. So don't want to go too far off path. So 114. That was the triple caution. It's alright. I kept that jump pretty smooth, all things considered. 100. $107. Although I'm actually going to go a little bit farther back just because. Okay, I need to maintain momentum up this. See, we chillin'. $120. Yeah, very open dune sections. Actually, I do think the stage has a little more to do with the dunes, but the dune sections are very much like straight line. It's not like, oh, do this, oh, do that, or go this way, go that way, and like have to change directions a bunch. The dunes in this stage, at least as I remember, are fairly straight, and then we'll be getting fairly it'll get a little simpler, I feel. I just can't wait to start following some roads so I can pick up the speed again. Can't wait to start following roads so I don't almost die again. Because if you fall, it takes you back to the last checkpoint. Some of those checkpoints can be far back, especially if it's on road. It can be like 20, 30 kilometers back. And then you're just like, you lost like a couple minutes, plus you get a time penalty. As if falling wasn't already enough of insult to injury, then you get a time penalty added on. So just a little more to take the smile off your face. There's a turn. Turning this way. There will be a bump. There's some bumps actually at this point. Ooh, that was really smooth. That was clean. Caution one. Oh, no, 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 no. Ah. You let the brakes or suspension go just a little bit too much and you just get sent. That's what makes it difficult, because you're trying not to... Ah! Okay, a 4-second penalty for that is a little egregious, no? They made the pen system harder, because I remember it only gave you like 30 seconds. Like 10 seconds for speeding. I don't know why they made it that much harder. Like, bro, I'm going 2 kilometers over the speed limit and I get a 4-minute penalty. Like, I don't understand a 10-second, but a 4-minute? Come on. That's just a little thing that was added just to make simulation mode harder. Which is why I'd be afraid to do this in one of the 4-wheeled vehicles, because despite having the co-pilot, if you don't hold your speed properly for even half a second, you get screwed over so hard for it. How's fuel looking? Half tank. We should make it to the whoa, do not do that. Last thing you want to do is yeah, I figured I was way off because of that. Alright, 139. .206. Oh, 206. Try and hold 206. It's not holding 206, but that is what it is. 151. Whoa. Jeez. .162. Wow. .138. About to go up. I know this dune will probably end steeply. I'm gonna take the speed penalty just to hit it right. So then go to 109. I have to take the side of this dune. To 125. .213, wow. Skid the bike out a little bit there. Do a little Tokyo drift on the bike. .190. .199, alright. Wow, that's bright sun. .182. We'll get there eventually. Wow, that's a big jump. Alright. Well, that's on me. That's my mistake. I did that to myself. That was only a single caution too. Like what are they smoking? What are they on about? That was not single caution. 124. Seven. $24. Now let's follow the traces. Nope, he still backs up. Okay, so they just broke the path tracing for some reason. You need to go in this super specific fashion for him to not do that. Alright then, whatever. It is what it is. Oh, see what the problem is. I ain't got time to waste though, so I just gotta hope those brakes hold on. When we're close to the end of the stage, it's gonna turn into basically a road stage real soon. Basically gone through all the hard dune stuff. Just a few more dunes away and then we'll be alright. I'm shocked that fall broke the brakes more than the suspension though. That's what I'm shocked about. I thought it would have been the other way around, but... $105. $87. $120. $179. Basically, we're just hoping on this bike lasting. If this bike lasts, we chillin'. If it doesn't, we screwed. $110. So now we're gonna go 110. No, I'm not really talking much right now, but I'm actually trying to make it to the finish right now, and I'm trying to manage this bike as much as I possibly can. Alright, turn to 155. I'm streaming. Brother. Yep. 150. Alright. 129. Got rocks on right side. Try and get up this hill, but this bike is ready to fall apart at any moment. '82. You know, for someone that's 7% dune, there's a lot more dune than 7% of the freaking stage, but whatever the game says. Freaking brakes, man. They are gone. And I would repair them, but then I get a time penalty, which I cannot afford. Stage was chalked by like the littlest mistake too. I just annoyed because this is such an easy stage too, but I was so dead set on going so fast through it that it actually, like, I went too fast and I went over a jump way too hard, like a dune way too hard, and got into a big jump. Just sent myself to death. But there's not much stage left, so I'm just kind of hoping this thing will be willing to hold on. Ugh. By the love of God, please hold on. If I believe, it may come true. Actually, if I believe, it probably still won't come true, because that 4-second penalty that I got from going over 90 kilometers for like half a second because I was in a speed limit zone is annoying. Follow a little more traces. All the open dune stuff is done though. Just follow traces, then we'll be back on the road. Wow. That caution one was more dangerous than most caution frees. Then again, I guess it doesn't help that I'm hitting it at like double the speed. Yeah, that hurt the bike. Everything hurts. The suspension's gone, brakes are gone, my life choices are gone. Every good thing that ever once was in this stage is gone. But we're almost at the finish, and ultimately that's the goal, is to finish. Oh yeah, that's how you know the suspension's chalked. The way that bike was rolling, that's bad. But I think we'll get there. We're almost there. I have a feeling it's probably like third place for the stage. If it wasn't for the penalty, it probably would have been first place, but it is what it is. Oh, okay. Wow. Alright, edge the finish, 5th. Damn, that actually really sucks. Not happy about that one at all. I won on time. Literally all it was the 4-minute penalty for going over 90 kilometers in a small speed limit zone for like half a second. That screwed me, man. That's so annoying. I won on time though. I got 32 minutes 40 seconds. The next closest guy was 35 minutes 17. So that's just unfortunate. I understand why it's a 4-minute penalty. It used to be only 10-second penalties per each time you go over the speed limit, but then they just increased it to 4 minutes all of a sudden. It's really annoying, but it is what it is. So, 5th place, 36:40. I mean, I can't complain too much with that. It was a good run. So, not bad at all. We won't be on the podium though, and that's the unfortunate bit. But yeah. So that was the second round of Biggie's Dakar adventure, and I will catch you guys with round 3 at some point, probably tomorrow, if I feel like it. Peace.